Oh, yes.
Okay. Will you pull up the agenda for me, please?
Everybody in the room has the paperwork in front of you. If not, please grab one or pass one to a neighbor. We don't have an agenda. Okay. Make sure. Okay, yep, everybody's got it in the room.
Okay. Thank you. All right. How are we looking? I don't see a whole lot of folks coming in. So how are you looking in person?
Oh, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. Are you cool to get started? All right, and I can help monitor the waiting room too, just to make sure. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to 2025 and our Southside Wellness Coalition meeting. First one of the year. Excited to see everybody. We have a good group today. So before we hop into today's agenda and all of that good stuff, I'd love for folks to just introduce themselves, and we can do popcorn. I'll start and then pass it to folks in the room, and then we'll finish with the folks online. And then we'll go into our approval of the December 19th minutes. So real quick, good morning, everybody. My name is Liam Hudson. I am the founder and CEO of the Lean In Project, and most recently the chair of the Southside Wellness Coalition, although, maybe some exciting news next week. And so excited to be here with you all, and I will popcorn it to Catherine.
I'm in the room here. Hi, I'm Catherine Maloney. I'm the CFO Development Officer at Tri-County Community Action Agency. I'm on the leadership team. Again, looking forward to serving again. Welcome everybody. And I'll popcorn it over to Jeanette.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jeanette Grimes, leadership with the coalition, also a community health worker with Brunswick Health Ambassadors, and I'm happy to be here in person. Let's popcorn it. Oh, are we doing Zoom or the room?
We can do the room first.
All right.
Sure. I'm Allison Byrne, also excited to be here in person. I work for the Central Virginia VA Medical Center. I'm the community engagement and partnerships coordinator there, and I work in suicide prevention. Good to see everybody.
I'm Shannon Rogers Simpson. I work for the COPE project for Virginia Tech, which is an opioid prevention education project. I'm centered in Halifax, but I serve all of Southside. Right.
Stadiums, vets on a roll. We work with disabled veterans from the 3 separate VA systems, Richmond, Durham, and Salem. To host them here on Carr Lake. We also take care of families with special needs on Carr Lake also. And happy to be here. And hopefully I'm pleased to meet with Allison for once in person, to meet her. And looking forward to our other veterans opportunities as they exist next year.
Barbara Johnson, Community Health Worker with the Virginia Department of Health.
Amanda Hutchins, Medical Reserve Corps Coordinator for the Virginia Department of Health. Volunteers go out during disasters and public health emergencies to supplement our health department. We teach classes for the community, revive, CPR is free without certification. If you want certification, I think it's $25, and that's it. Hey, that's cheap. I'm trying to figure it up in my head. We teach until the health, you're the help drive and stop and bleed as well.
Awesome.
I'll follow that up.
Good morning, Brenda Lake, Population Health Manager for Pennsylvania, Danville, and Southside Health District.
Good morning, Consuelo Price for Virginia Department of Health, Program Coordinator and Outreach.
And Sandy Curry, I'm just gonna keep that ball rolling. Virginia Department of Health, Population Health, and Southside Health.
All right, that's everybody in our room. So we'll popcorn it back to Elena.
Good morning, I'm Elena Martin. I'm the housing case manager here at Tri-County, and I am also on the leadership for the coalition. And I will popcorn it to Charlene.
Good morning. I'm the Mentor Role Model Program Coordinator here at Tri-County Community Action, and I'm very excited to be here today.
And I'll popcorn it to Elizabeth.
I'm Elizabeth Kopp, Community Engagement Manager, Girl Scouts Virginia Skyline. The one county I serve that is part of your coalition is Halifax County. As you can see from my background, it is Girl Scout cookies season, which is the largest girl-led business in the world. I will be very honest with you, I've almost worked for Girl Scouts for 10 years, and until about a year ago, I thought it was just the largest girl-led business in the United States. So I even have something to learn. I would say as a continuous improvement thing, there's always something to learn. So I'm so glad to be on your coalition. And I always tell people, we're not in competition with other Girl Scout councils. We're there to bring the Girl Scout experience, including the Girl Scout cookie program. And it's, as I said, it's the largest girl-led business. So I was even telling someone who now lives in Florida on Facebook the other day, you just go to www.girlscoutcookies.org, you pop in your zip code, and you can find girls in your local community to make their dreams possible. As booth sales launch locally this weekend, but I even saw that in Florida they launched by February the other day. I'm like, this is awesome technology. Sometimes it actually helps us. But sometimes it can be a pain. I had a new troop leader actually in South Boston. I was helping with some tech issues earlier this week. So that's why I was thinking of that.
Thank you, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Amy Trent?
Hi, I'm Amy Trent, and I'm here with Virginia Legal Aid Society.
Awesome. Sharonda Cole?
Good morning, Sharonda Cole at Halifax County, and I'm a community health worker at VDH.
Okay, Ishmael? Ismail?
It's Ishmael. Can you hear me? Good morning, everyone. My name is Ishmael. Everyone calls me Ish, though. I'm a community health worker out of the Pennsylvania, Danville, Halifax counties, and I'm a Healthy Heart Ambassador.
Good morning. Sharon?
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Sharon Howe, and I'm with the Brunswick Health Ambassadors, and this is my first Zoom meeting. I'm happy to be here. Good morning, everyone.
Welcome to our hybrid meetings. They're fantastic. Okay.
Sharonda? She went already?
I think we got everybody, Liam.
Everybody except you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Kenan, Tyner-Smith, Prevention Director, Southside Behavioral Health, and Fiscal Agent for the Southside Wellness Coalition. Woohoo!
All right, awesome. Thanks, Kenan. And then I can go ahead and pull up the December minutes real quick.
You guys have a copy in the room?
Can everybody see that okay? I can make it bigger.
Hasn't come up yet. Oh, there it is.
All right, everybody see it okay?
Yes?
Yes.
Cool. Thank y'all. All right, real quick, it was in your email, so I won't read it to you, but just want to give folks the opportunity to review the December 19th minutes. Folks in person should have a physical copy, and then just real quick, I'll scroll on through. All right, any questions, concerns, comments, or updates to the December 19th meeting minutes?
You look fabulous.
No, okay.
I always say that.
I'll motion to accept the meeting minutes from the December 19th meeting.
Okay,
I'll second. That's Elena.
okay, Jeanette, Elena, Catherine, got it?
Thank y'all. Minutes approved. And let me switch screens here. Pull up today's. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Everyone, just can everyone see today's minutes? All right. Okay, cool. Again, folks in the room should have a physical copy. Looks like you got a good group there today. I'm jealous I'm not with y'all, but I'm glad to be with y'all virtually and in spirit. So as Kenan mentioned, we are having an abbreviated meeting today for the VDH focus group that's going to be hosted by our good pal Brenna Link. But before we get into that, just want to do a brief presentation to welcome new leadership team members. Woo, 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 woo. That sounded more like a wolf than a celebration, but my heart was in it. Okay, so I'll stop sharing Kenan and let you, are you pulling up the presentation? Oh, or you just want me to announce them? Sorry, by presentation, I thought there were slides, my bad.
I'm sorry, no.
Okay.
I don't have word choice.
I was afraid there for a moment.
No, I mean, I think just announcing that the the election was wonderful. We had multiple folks, of course, as you know, run for the team, and to announce the 2025, Catherine Maloney, Jeanette Grimes, Skylar Wells, Christine Pennington, Laura Castle, Sherry Elena Martin, Lieutenant Will Stembridge, and of course, the forever staying there, myself. So I want to welcome, of course, Jeanette, who was serving in that fancy word where someone stepped down and came on board. So she'll now be with us 2 more years. So wonderful that. Catherine, of course, as you know, was on leadership team for many years and then stepped back and is back on leadership team. So we're super excited about that. She has a wealth of knowledge and experience that we know we can use. And then Skylar Wells is a local doctor who works for Mecklenburg County Public Schools and is their testing coordinator. And so again, the wealth of experience that she brings, and of course, representing someone from Mecklenburg County Public Schools is fantastic. And of course, I can't say enough about our folks that are still on our leadership team and who agreed to serve another year.
Yes.
With Christine Pennington, Laura Castle, Elena, and Will. So excited. It's gonna be a great FY25 as it was in 24. Does that sound great for a presentation? Sorry.
Hey, yeah, I think you nailed it. Out of the park. Home run. That's great. Okay, let's see. We have somebody coming in now, Kenan, so I'm letting them in.
I got cookies and cake.
Cake is good.
We got cookies and cake.
Okay. Any questions, thoughts, comments on our new leaders, our returning leaders? As Kenan said, it's going to be a great FY25. That's an incredible think tank y'all have there. So very excited to see what's to come from the leadership team. Any other thoughts from folks?
The leadership team is there. The FY25 leadership team meeting is scheduled to meet next Thursday night here in person, and also maybe a hybrid link as well to welcome them. We've also invited the folks that are attending CADCA to come to next Thursday night's meeting so they can strategize around the plans for that, since not all leadership team members are going to CADCA and some folks our membership meetings are going to CADCA. So they're going to have a big powwow about plans for that in the outreach. You can see on there the folks scheduled to attend: Jeanette, Veronica, my staff member, Dennis, and Alex.
And for those new to the game, CADCA is a national forum bringing together all of the coalitions throughout the nation. It's a really great opportunity for us as regional partners to go and represent our region, but also to learn about what other coalitions are doing. I know last year I got a lot of really valuable information for rural coalition building. I think, this year, if y'all are interested, definitely worth learning more about youth coalition building. But CADCA is a really great opportunity for folks to attend. They also have a lobby day where folks can go and get in front of our nation's representatives and actually meet with either staffers or representatives from our region and discuss some of our key priorities with them. So if you're ever interested, it is definitely worthwhile. Keep it on your radar for future years because it's a really, really wonderful opportunity. All right, so next up we have our CADCA Mini Academy in March and April. This is a 2-session academy. Folks who are interested are required to attend both sessions. Oh, sorry, Amy, did you have a question?
Sorry, no.
Okay, no worries. Yep. Okay, thanks, Kenan. So how many spaces do you have left, Kenan, or how many folks have registered?
Well, the state has required us to send 2 people to this academy so far. So Jenna Dahl, my new staff member, is already registered to go. And so the leadership team will be responsible for nominating a member to attend at their next leadership team meeting or next month's coalition meeting. It is mandatory given the fact we do not have a youth coalition in place. The state did notify me there's 2 seats available to our coalition and 2 people must arrive. That sounds great, doesn't it?
Yeah. Sounds like Thursday's meeting is going to be.
Say it like that. Jenna's ready to rock and roll. She's been here about a month. She's our new staff member and.
Can I ask a question, Kenan?
Yes.
How will this differ from the CADCA that they all are going to?
That's a great question. It is a Virginia-based training, which means that the folks from CADCA will be coming to Richmond. When I attended, it was at Short Pump, which is real close to us. And they'll spend 3 days twice, and it's got to be the same 2 people, going through strategies and suggestions, strategic planning, data entry, all the core competency bylaws. Brenna's been there as well. That's strictly based on what Virginia expects coalitions to accomplish on a yearly basis.
Okay.
So it'll be a really nice deep dive into what I do on a daily basis, what's expected of coalition on a daily basis. Really gives these 2 people a really good understanding of the operations of a coalition. And of course, the people who attend are members of coalitions right now. So the folks that gather aren't going to be a mismatch of representatives. They're going to be folks who are in the prevention department of an agency that focuses on that coalition, and then also a coalition member. Or in some cases, if the coalitions are vastly larger and don't have prevention staff to attend, they can send 2 coalition members. So it might be a veteran coalition member and then a new coalition member. And they'll find when they get, and it's a great networking opportunity because you can beg, borrow, and steal ideas from other coalitions. You can share contact information, talk about your successes, your areas that need strength, and then share. It was a great opportunity for me. I went to it. I came here in June of 2018, and I attended CADCA in August of that year. And I was very intimidated. I was one person, so I represented our coalition. But I came away with that, with friendships I still have, networks, and I really understood what it is I had to do when I came back.
Nice.
And it's hard to really get that from all of us on a daily basis. So we'd love to get 2 folks to spend 6 days learning what that is. And they feed you, you put you in a nice hotel. Like the people that are in prevention in the state of Virginia are just the best folks, are they not? So they're going to make our team feel welcome, valued, look for their input, not just a learning opportunity, but what do you also think about what's happening across the state?
So would it be something, Dennis Damian's here, would it be something to look at whether the two representatives, it may be best, because you would know better whether would be Jenna and Veronica.
I'd rather not do that, just to be honest, because then from the state perspective, Kenan just sent 2 of her staff and nobody from the coalition. So we can't do that.
Understood.
Let me say.
No,
we can't do
I get
that.
you, but again, that's how their opportunities need to be there for them, because that's how they work.
Absolutely, and I did discuss with my 2-member staff we discussed it about priorities and preferences and things that they enjoy, and we made that collective decision.
Okay.
To give Jenna the opportunity.
Yes.
Yep, okay.
Yeah. And then you will have to fill the second spot. Right, Liam?
Yeah, it sounds like Thursday is already stacking up to be quite the meeting.
Yeah, we're gonna have something to fill our bellies though. We'll be all right.
All right. Next, we have our TARP ticket update for the Creating Trauma Sensitive Schools Conference outreach. I know I've seen several emails come through. I'm sure y'all have as well, just announcing that we do have some slots open to send folks to this conference. It is a virtual conference. So hopefully, it can be pretty easily accommodated. It's coming up on February 20th and 21st. So a little over a month away. Kenan, I'll let you share about how many slots you have open and any expectations you have of folks.
Absolutely. So we've been awarded 50 seats in this virtual conference. The cost of the seats are $400 a piece. So it is a hefty grant that we've been awarded. It is going to be a 2-day conference, February 20th and 21st. You can see we have a registration code that folks click on, fill out. It goes to Veronica and Jenna. They then reach out and establish that you're not a bot of any kind and who you are. And that's been quite the journey lately, y'all. But y'all bot. I get botted the other day for the focus group. So we're trying to create sort of fancy things that people have to do. Once you're in there, Jen and Veronica have communicated with you. You will get a code. We've got fancy directions on that. I can do it. Trust me, anybody can do it. They've created a nice code. They will walk you through that and get you your $400 free seat. We also, as part of that, because you are doing on behalf of the Tick-In, we'll also be reaching back and asking you to obviously acknowledge that you support the Tick-In. You're a member of TARP. You're interested in what we're promoting. If we get to 50 seats by the end of next week, which I hope to do, we will reach out to the state and ask for more. You know me, I'm always going to go above what they want us to do. So please, 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 it's for 2 days. It's the Creating Trauma Sensitive Schools Conference, all about trauma-informed care. It's not just about schools. It's a wonderful conference that talks a lot about what trauma-informed care networks are doing across the state. So please register now. I think as of yesterday, my team had registered 16 people. But we're putting it out there. Please take a copy. I made a couple copies this morning. We're taking copies to the event tonight. We're taking copies everywhere we go, get people signed up. And I'm emailing it out. Ellen from Fox Club is going to do a special blast on this tomorrow to go out to call coalition members that receive our email. We'll also get this as well. So please, please. And I also emailed these to contacts at my different school systems, emailing the church. Any contact you have, please send them this flyer, encourage them to register. And if you want to screenshot it now, it looks pretty good up there too.
All right, any questions? Did everybody who was interested have an opportunity to either screenshot or jot down the information to register?
No, can you do it really quickly again for me?
Of course. Kenan, pull it up. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely. And those of you around the room, if you'll pass it around. And I also can run and make some more copies for folks in the room when Jenna starts the focus group. I mean, not Jenna, Brenna. Y'all need to be friends. I keep messing y'all's name up. I blame it on the gray hair.
I went to the ground. It's okay.
long as you don't start referring to folks as you know what your name is, you. Okay.
Mother used to say when I was a teenager, thingamajig is here to see you. I forget that. She'll never let that down. I have friends that still say, your mother used to call me thingamajig. I'm like, that's just what she See, thingamajig's here to see you. She said she couldn't remember all my friends' names. She didn't want to upset them. I was like, well, you upset them with thingamajig. I need to adopt that.
All right. Any other questions, comments about our Creating Trauma Sensitive Schools conference?
Hey, 50 seats.
Ooh, ooh. Hearing none, I'm going to turn it over to Elena and Charlene for our Continuum of Care update.
Good morning. So the main update that I have is that we will be conducting our annual point in time count next Wednesday, the 22nd. That's from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So just to briefly explain, the point in time count is a yearly event where communities across the United States take a close look at homelessness in their area. It happens on a single night, usually in late January, because that's when it's really cold. And it gives a snapshot of how many people are experiencing homelessness during that time. It includes folks who are staying in shelters or transitional housing, as well as those sleeping in places that aren't meant for human habitation, like cars, parks, or just outside in a tent, that kind of thing. Our COC, that's Continuum of Care, will be teaming up to conduct the count, and we go out into the community to observe and talk to people that we may encounter who are experiencing homelessness. This data is collected and it's used to track trends, figure out where more help is needed, and to shape decisions about programs and funding that address homelessness. So if you or anyone that you work with or know encounters anyone who may be experiencing homelessness next Wednesday, we want to hear about it, or really anytime next week.
Elena, what's
Yes.
transitional housing?
So transitional housing is something like people who are living in, I guess what would be called, or used to be called, a halfway house, people who are in permanent supportive housing, people who are living in a hotel waiting for permanent supportive housing, or another kind of program to open up for them, so that essentially people who have experienced homelessness and are still in the process of becoming permanently housed.
Would couch surfing be that?
Unfortunately, no. HUD considers if you have somewhere to stay tonight, you're not homeless. I personally disagree, but they say if you're staying with a friend, if you're staying with a family member, if you slept indoors last night, you aren't homeless. As I said, I don't necessarily agree, but that is what HUD dictates. Liam, do you have anything to add to that? Am I missing anything? This is my second point in time count that I've been doing with the COC. So I'm still kind of finding my way, but I'll be in charge of this one this year.
No, I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
The only thing I would add is that the exception to the homelessness rule is youth. In the Southside region in particular, we get a lot of reports from our school systems reporting youth who are couch surfing, or sometimes we have folks sleeping in campers and all kind, any sort of housing stability. And so we do report those numbers on a regional level, even though folks in adults in similar situations would be excluded. And we also are looking at what we call the HIT count. HUD loves an acronym, y'all, so I'm sorry. But this is our housing inventory count. Historically in the Southside region, we have scored really, really, really low in our HIT count, meaning we don't have enough units or affordable housing options to meet the needs of the population we are seeing experiencing homelessness. And so the only thing I'll add is that at a state level, I know that's something that the Department of Housing and Community Development is interested in expanding in our region. Tri-County has really been the champion of this effort for a very long time in our region. I know Southside Behavioral Health has also come online with some permanent supportive housing units for folks with serious mental illness. But just want to shout out any folks that have the resources and are interested in creating more housing opportunities for folks in our region. I think now would be the time to get in touch with Elena and get connected to our state partners so that we can improve that, because this will be, at least I've been in this field for the last 10 years. This is the 10th year that Southside has scored the lowest in the state for housing opportunities. So it's, I don't mean to be dramatic, but it is a relatively dire situation.
And anecdotally, I mean, I do this every day. There is a great need for affordable housing in our area.
Elena, just one question for you. Thank you for explaining all that. I just wanted to see, when you all are doing the point in time count, do you assess for if somebody's a veteran or military spouse or former military member?
We do ask if they're a veteran. We don't ask if they're a spouse particularly, but we do try to get generic or general demographic information, gender, age, race, things like that. Partly because HUD wants it and partly because it is relevant to your housing needs.
Definitely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Elena, are you going to be sending the directions and the forms out again and reminding folks?
Yes, I'll be sending you that as soon as we get off of this. And I did also, off topic quickly, email you the notes from the youth outreach last night or yesterday.
Right, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All
I have a
right.
quick question for Elena.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so I have a client that's homeless that live in a hotel with her 10-year-old son. Would that be a good program that would help her out while she's
what I
waiting
would
for housing?
suggest is that she gives me a call, and I'll put my contact information in the chat. We would need to complete an assessment with her directly, but yeah, she can give me a call.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
One last thing, Elena.
Sure.
If you see in the local area, veterans, you got my contact information, let me know, and I'll get a hold of some of our veterans groups locally and see if we can't find these people at least someplace to stay for a while.
Okay. I can't give you their information, but I can give them your information.
Correct. Same thing if you find a spouse or whatever.
Okay, sounds good.
And I can reach out to you too and just forward you the information for how to do like our healthcare for homeless veterans program, how they can get in touch with them. I can just shoot you an email after this.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love the whole budget vibe. I love that. I love that.
That's coalition in action right there. I love to see it.
I know. I'm like, I understand. It makes me so happy.
All right. Thank you, Elena. Gonna pass it over to Dennis and Allison for any updates on veteran outreach.
I guess the main thing is that our suicide prevention annual report came out in December. So we have a lot of data about, in Virginia and nationwide, the veteran suicide rate. So we did see the numbers tick up a little bit nationwide. I want to say there were 4 more veteran suicides this year than there were last, and actually, sorry, the report came out this year, but it's data from 2022. So that's the most recent data that we have. It takes them a while to scrub everything. So there were about 4 more veteran suicides in 2022 than 2021. But if you guys are interested in me presenting on that, giving the presentation, there's a lot of different ways that we have seen some improvements in certain demographics. Other demographics, maybe we need to kind of keep an eye on and develop some new strategies to implement interventions with them. I'd be happy to do that next meeting or whenever works best for the group.
All right, sounds great. Yeah, we don't have a presenter for February.
Okay, perfect.
And you were saying something that you
want me to share what I was gonna?
Yes.
Yes, okay, so another update is, we were approached by Sarah Price, who's the regional SMVF coordinator for the state of Virginia in terms of suicide prevention around service men and women and their families and veterans. My team had a meeting with her about a week or so ago. about the idea that in Salem, there has been, an annual event, addressing, allowing opportunities for folks to come and learn more about supporting local veterans and their families and servicemen and women. So we met with them. I actively was like, yes, 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 like, yes, let's do this. So Sarah Price is in Blue Ridge area. So she's not real familiar with our area. So my team sort of went over the options of what might be a nice place, a large enough place to host a couple of hundred folks who may want to come from the Southside area to attend. So we reached out to the Prizery, met with the Prizery this last Tuesday morning, walked around the Prizery, certainly bragged on the fact that we were coming to the chocolate milk event, et cetera. And they have preliminarily approved us to host an event there targeted at this population in May. And so there's a planning meeting next Friday, I believe from 1 to 2. I don't think it's been etched in stone, but when it is, I can send it out to everybody. We want to start meeting with Sarah and talking about, is this a possibility? What is the budget? And then moving forward with sponsoring an event again in May, focused on the veteran population. So super excited, super excited. And now that we're in the Prizery, we're gonna be going back some more. Super excited. Show them how fabulous we are.
I know that mental health first aid has a veteran specific program.
Okay.
Okay, if you have a mental health first aid instructor, or if you don't, my program will pay for someone to become a mental health first aid instructor. They will pay for them to get the veterans class, which is an additional class. And then they will pay for the materials to teach the class.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so, you know, that's like any of that, but if we find people in the community that want to be instructors, we will pay for that. We will pay for their classes. We require that they teach 3 classes in the first year.
Okay.
And that's, and they will also, if they're not doing it for work, they will pay them a stipend to teach it.
Oh, nice.
So there's they've given us a lot of leeway with that. So if there's anybody that's interested in doing that, I think I have the rural endorsement and that there's several different, they have like, I believe it's either 6 or 8 different things that they have specific endorsements in now. That the materials, they actually have a different slide deck and different, and a different handbook that goes with it, so.
Awesome. And to piggyback on that, which you all brought up, Veronica, my other wonderful staff member, she's scheduled to become a mental health first aid trainer in March. She's also scheduled to become an ACEs trainer in February. So we are expanding. And so we'll touch back on that.
I was gonna say, and on that subject of ACEs, that we're going to be having a ACE interface, which I don't know if that's the same ACEs that you're doing, that we're going to be doing an ACE, teaching people to be ACE interface instructors, March 12th to the 14th in Farmville. If anyone
Who's
wants.
sponsoring that? Let me ask it.
Virginia Tech.
Oh, they're teaching it.
Yes,
Okay.
we're having, Keith Cartwright is teaching.
Okay, I know that. He's OBHW. Yeah, he's one of my folks. that I
Yeah, so
work with.
Keith Cartwright is coming down and we have 25 spaces for that.
You have open spaces?
Yes, we do. And
Okay.
it will be no cost.
I've got her going in February to Fredericksburg.
Okay.
Same guy, he hops around.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
Awesome.
If you
That's,
have,
did you have a flyer? Send me a flyer for that.
we don't yet, we're still,
Okay.
we're still in process, but I'm trying to let my coalitions know, we talked about it yesterday. I've also belonged to, Empowering Piedmont, which is Farmville and the 7 areas around it. So, yeah, we're trying to do things maybe in concert, like we were talking about the opioid prevention today. So, to get multiple things going on in the area.
Awesome. Oh, lots of great things, Liam. So I think we're moved on to member news.
Yep.
Oops. No, I'm looking at the time. I don't want to break into our focus group.
Yeah, I know we have about 15 minutes left.
Yes, give or take 10, yes.
I'll go real quick first if you want
Yes,
to.
member news.
Kenan's already mentioned it, chocolate milk. It's a free service this evening. It's a documentary that Tri-County, VDH, Centera, And I'm not familiar with this third logo, WIC. WIC.
Women and children.
Thank you. That sounds pretty bad, doesn't it?
We all work for DBH.
Thank you. Things are coming together. Appreciate it. And so that's going on this evening at the Prizery, so spread the word. And it does say on the flyer, there's a QR code to sign up, but just show up. And, you know, there's enough space.
All right, other member news?
Well, I was telling you when we came in that we did a presentation from the COPE project for the joint seed. Liam, if you'll remember that you were a wonderful member, we appreciate your service. That we are finishing out our study that we've been doing about the opioid problem in Halifax County. I did my preliminary presentation and we asked for a resolution to be signed by the board that on August 31st, which is International Drug Awareness Day, will be Opioid Prevention Day, Opioid Awareness and Prevention Day in Halifax County. So we will have some funds that we're able to use for that, and also to help with some of the things that the topic group members have listed as priority strategies. So that will be coming down the pike. We're finishing up our very last topic group this month. So maybe March, we might, if she doesn't already have a presenter, maybe we could present in March.
Okay.
There you go.
Good for me.
Which is fantastic. And we got a very excellent response from the board, especially from Mr. Pinnell, is very, very supportive of Recovering Hands that's over in Halifax County. And so we're working on the opioid awareness and the substance use awareness of our board of supervisors, and they're responding very favorably right now.
All right, next, anybody else?
I have one.
Okay.
So the Lean In Project was asked by Equality Virginia, which is our state advocacy organization for LGBTQIA+ people and rights, to represent the Southside region at their General Assembly Lobby Day. This was particularly important this year because a representative, a senator from the Halifax region, did propose a bill that would ban LGBTQ folks from sports. And also create a little bit of a hostile, what we believe would be a hostile environment in school communities. The ACLU has backed us up in our opposition of this bill. Specifically, they are stating that there is no medical grounds for the bill. We also shared concerns for youth mental health, just in that we know that particularly for youth ages 8 to 17, the greatest indicator of suicide prevention is affirmation and inclusion. So, you know, just want to bring that forward for anybody who lives, works in Halifax. If you feel so compelled, Senator Tammy Mulcahy is the person who proposed the bill. We have officially, well, Equality Virginia on our behalf, because we are not allowed to endorse in any way, and but we have Equality Virginia has officially opposed the bill. So just want to make folks aware that that is happening. Also, just wanted to note that we will be forming a rural health kind of a subset specifically for LGBTQ folks. This will be a statewide coalition for folks who are interested in health and well-being for this population. We're looking to also include some other regional LGBTQIA advocacy groups as well as health partners. So anyone interested can email me at leaninprojectva@gmail.com. I'll put that in the chat as well. Or if you know anyone who might be interested, send them my information. And then my last update, because I know we're running short, is that Kenan and I are getting together, thinking of some new and exciting things for the We Stand Together Summit. So keep your eyes and ears open for more information coming your way on that.
We have a question about the bill that do you all have a QR code or do you have a canned letter or anything that people can send to Tammy? Okay,
Equality Virginia does, so I can put that information in the chat and send that to Kenan to get out as well.
okay, thank you.
Okay, good, thank you. All right, one more update from, my news. I'm gonna pass around the room. We are doing an in-person training that the Broadnex Fire Department is doing for us on the 27th of this month, an open community training at Broadnex for people to get Revive trained. They're hoping to get at least 50 people to show up and be Revive trained. We pass that around the room. We're still hosting our virtual Revive Lunch and Learn every month. We've got the schedule to June. If you need a copy of when the coalition meetings are being held this year, pass that around. Veronica is now a trainer in Talk Saves Lives. That is another suicide prevention training through the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. It's an hour-and-a-half long. It's called Talk Saves Lives. We're doing that in conjunction with the Lock and Talk medication boxes. We don't have any currently scheduled, but we've been putting that out on social media. And then we've got 4 adult mental health first aid classes that we're hosting in the next 30 days. 2 of them are at VCU CMH Hospital. One of them is here in our building, and one of them is at the Southern Virginia Higher Education Center. We've been advertising these. They're free and open to the community. There has to be at least 10 people in them to host it. If you all wouldn't mind, if you need a copy or pass one back. We're hosting a many mental health first aid. It's also on the agenda as well, as you can see there. Those classes are still actively open. We're looking folks to be in those classes, and we're trying to get them in a location and get them announced to the community as soon as possible. So if you know of anywhere we can go and host a mental health first aid class in March, April, May, June, let me know. We'd love to get that flyer made, get it out to folks, and give them the opportunity to attend these no-cost classes. As Shannon was talking about earlier, mental health first aid, it's a great class to people to learn about supporting those.
I got one more on a side note.
Yeah, go ahead.
I forgot. The volunteer income tax assistance program will be beginning next Friday in Chase City, Virginia, Charlotte Courthouse in Charlotte County, and South Boston. It's free to anybody making $76,000 or less adjusted gross income a year. Everybody's a volunteer, they're certified. It's a great way for people who are on the low income side to not have to pay $400, $500, $600 for their taxes. We do it for free. You can call the main number at Tri-County, which is the 434-575-7916, and ask for an appointment. It's an appointment based. We will also be doing 4 pop-ups, at least 1 in Clarksville, and those are to be determined. We're doing 1 up at the community college, and we're looking for 2 other locations. And we think we have them, but I don't have the information to disclose those yet, but it's a great opportunity for people to save a few dollars, keep some money in their pocket. So if you need any information on it, you can always talk to me.
I have something to say. I'm the mental health model program coordinator at Tri-County Community Action, and this month is Mentoring Awareness Month. So one thing that I've spoke to some of you folks in the room, whether it be with Southside Behavioral Health. Of course, Sharonda, I'm gonna be at a table with her this Saturday at a bullying event at PASS. So I'm excited about that. But one thing that we're trying to do is we're trying to revamp our program for 2025. You all do not have, I heard you say you do not have a youth coalition that's not in place as of yet. I want to extend my hand out to all of you because we need mentors. And one of the main things that I'm hearing from school system, some people that I've met with, there's not enough parental involvement. One of the things I think after COVID that has happened is people have lost their touch, their their humanity in a way, where they're not as involved. So this is affecting our kids in many different ways. And I just wanted to reach out my hand to you all and ask you, do you know anybody that needs a mentor, or do you all would like to mentor someone, or do you know of mentors? I'm really excited for the future, especially being here in this space with you all. And hopefully we can get this thing off the ground for 2025. We're gonna have some things throughout the week. This week is Thank Your Mentor Week. So we did a little something at Tri-County. Next Tuesday, we are doing, of course, come back for some coffee, free coffee, and just some fellowship. And I wanted to invite you all, and I'm going to put in my contact information into the chats as well. So thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Charlene. So my team was at Halifax High School yesterday. Jeanette, Elena, and myself got in front of 43 teenagers at Halifax High School for less than 20 minutes, by the way. We did a good job. We held their attention for 20 minutes and talked to them had them do a Jenga game that Liam did with Mecklenburg County High School. We did the same thing with these folks. Their teacher already invited us back, so we're planning to go back in short spurts. We're bringing pizza when we go back, and Jenna's creating coalition forms for youth to start interacting, some cool downloads and cool. I mean, they were on their phones yesterday. Don't ask me how it worked. Jenna was the master of that. So we would love for you to join us on February 12th. I will email you the flyer. We absolutely need more adult support. We're trying to get these kids. And let me just say, 43 of those high school students showed up yesterday to meet with us. First time I think we've ever run out of supplies. We didn't know what to do. The teacher said she invited about 15 to 20 kids to come and hear about the coalition talking about mental health wellness, and 43 kids showed up. So it was really cool. All right, so we got your name now, Charlene. We'll be on you. All right, awesome. All right, Liam, we'll turn on back to you to roll us out of here.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you as always for your time, your commitment, and just showing up for the Southside community today. It is always a pleasure to be in the space with y'all. As Kenan said, we'll have more updates after the next leadership meeting next Thursday. So join us again for our February meeting, which is going to be a hybrid meeting on February 20th, again, beginning at 10 a.m. Thank you all again for your time. Everybody be safe. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see y'all same time, same place next month.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye. Starting off strong, Liam. I know. Here we go. Rock and roll, we got it.
Oh, okay, terrific.
Really cool.
Terrific. Yeah, there's a veteran specific, and like I said, if you've got somebody that's already trained in mental health first aid, we'll pay for them to get their endorsement. We will supply your, the money to